Hello everyone, it has been a while since there's been a video. I'm sorry, it's just been a while because, I don't really have anything to do to the car. I had money, a little bit of money, and I spent it on a steering wheel setup with like a quick release and stuff, which I'm about to show you. I got a cool, fancy steering wheel, which just came today. The quick release and the hub came yesterday. It is like a fine line. What is it called? Lifeline? What are you doing? It's like a Lifeline, what is it called? Quick release. $300 for this quick release. It's like legit stuff. Like, I looked at really good brands for quick releases. I didn't want to do NRG or anything. No hate if you have NRG, but just saying. So yeah, this is $300. The hub is $80. It's an OMP E46 hub. So I take off the steering wheel. There's a giant bolt in the middle. This goes on, which we'll obviously see with the splines. The bolt gets bolted this on. The quick release goes to that. And when I pull this up, this right here, this part will come off and the steering wheel will be bolted to these 6 bolts right here. So we're gonna open the steering wheel now. Ooh, fancy schmancy. Is this a sticker? Oh, that's not a sticker. I guess this is the brand I got it from. I don't know. I got it from eBay. You could literally buy Momo steering wheels from anywhere. There's actually a place an hour up north that sells them, but I didn't want to drive up there because it's near New York and there's a crazy amount of traffic. So I just ordered it because I knew the hub would take a while to get here as well. So yeah. It's a 330 mil, if I'm correct. Yeah, 330 mil, which is the diameter of it. Not Targa, I'm sorry. Targa was the other steering wheel I was looking at, which is OMP. But this is a mod. That's what they're all called, mod, and then it's a number. It's a mod 78. I really like the style, personally, of the steering wheel. Like, oh, that is so beautiful. Like, wow, that is so pretty. And I remember I actually went to the store because I wanted to hold both of them. It's the same store that I went to, what is it called? Same store that I went to get the Recaro, the $2,000 seat. And they actually had these on the wall. And I held the OMP and I held the Momo. And I thought I was honestly like 90% sure I was going to get the OMP until I held them. And then I was like, wow, the Momo... It's really weird detail that you wouldn't know unless you actually touch the steering wheel. But the Momo is thicker this direction, so when you hold it like this, obviously, because that's how you hold the steering wheel, your fingers actually wrap around this because it's thicker, while the other one was thinner in this sense, and it didn't feel as good as this. I mean, they both feel really good, but this feels like, whoa, mama. And yeah, the nice attention to detail. If you ever saw that Instagram video of them coloring that part in, then made in Italy. 12/17, which probably means it was made on December 2017 when I turned 21. So yeah, that's the steering wheel, and that will be going like that to the hub, essentially. That stupid thing would move. But yeah, now we're gonna go to Dan's house and I'll be able to show you guys the car. It doesn't look really any different, but the front bumper got taken off, but we'll talk about that later. So here she is, how she sits right now. It's okay. Had just been kind of driving her. I finished my work at AutoZone and now I work for my friend Dan. Technically, yeah, I work for him. So he gets me every morning, so I literally don't even need to use this car, which is a good thing. Technically, it is a really good thing. As you can see, it's missing a hood vent. It kept falling out and I got annoyed and I just ripped it out. I'm getting a new hood anyway that has like vents molded in and they're carbon fiber, so they look a lot better. And then the front bumper is obviously off because, well, not obviously, it's off because Dan replaced my belt and pulley because it went bad, and he did it while I was at work, thankfully, because I had a really tight schedule. So he had to take off the bumper to get to the pulleys. And yeah, apparently the guy that was gonna buy my kid isn't buying it because that's how buying things always works out in this world. But whatever, it's okay. We're doing good. Let's see if it still starts. I guess it still starts. I'm just kidding, obviously it's gonna start. It's a reliable stock M3. Obviously, if you're not familiar with my interior, since we've gained like, I don't know, like 4,000 subs maybe, 3,000 subs since the last video, mainly because of that time-lapse video I did, which, by the way, thank you. It's at like 800,000 views, which is like insane. It's so close to 1 million. Yeah, this is my seat, this is my interior. Stupid mail truck. It's fully gutted, and the only thing it's really missing is the steering wheel. And of course a cage, which, by the way, it is getting a cage next month in June. I don't know whenever my friend Dominant Engineer, who makes superb cages, is gonna get around to it, but I will be paying like a pretty penny for $3,000, but it's worth it because it's a full cage, gussets, door bars, so I can do carbon doors and not have all this metal crap that weighs 70 pounds and have 7-pound doors instead. The cage is gonna go back there, everything, blah 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 blah. Subframe mounts, strut tower, they're gonna connect to the strut tower, to the subframe, everything. So everything is all together, so you don't have to worry about, you know, any flex at all in the chassis. Like literally this chassis is gonna be incredible and incredibly stiff. Wink wink. And in case you don't know how my car sounds, pretty damn loud. I'm so surprised how much it gurgles and backfires. Like, I really can't wait to get it tuned, and then I'll do it, and it'll shoot crazy flames.
On this side, there's the one on this side. I've only done this once before, and that was with that steering wheel.
So obviously, me being a noob, I literally had to watch how to do this, because I mean I've done this once, but yeah, it's usually some stupid thing back here. It's saying one guide said that there's a Torx bit back there, and it's like a stupid hole, and I was like, you can't even fit a socket in there or anything like that. And somebody else is like, just put a flathead, pop the spring tension, and this comes out. I've literally recorded like 5 videos, and my battery's at medium, and I'm not trying to risk it, but I finally found the first one on the left side. It's like this stupid spring tension thing. Oh god. You know, Subaru, really easy. Just stick literally a slot for it, and you could stick in a Torx bit and or an Allen key and loosen it, and that's it. The airbag comes out. But no, BMW's gotta have some fancy. You'd think prying a spring is easy, but it's proved to be quite difficult. So after 100 years of research and development, I have finally taken this bullshit off. Worst goddamn thing ever. Like, worst absolute thing I've ever done car-wise. I'd rather swap an engine. You can see the amount of scratching that there is on this damn thing of me trying to, like, bad, horribly bad. Okay, so 100 years of quite literally the worst thing in the world. Finally done. No, we're not actually done, but you know what I mean. We're just taking out the airbag. The rest is cake. Airbag out. Beep beep. 16mm bolt. 16mm bolt is pretty cake, or should be at least. Boom. Now, the key with steering wheels is because it's on there forever, or been on there forever, you want to wiggle it so it comes off, so that when you take this off, it doesn't totally pull into your face and it gets caught by the bolt. Normally it's a nut, but on this one, it's an actual bolt. But you see, there you go. Just got it off. And also the steering wheel is locked in center position. Now I can fully take this bolt out, boom, and then boom. Oh, of course there's more things connected. Cut. Anyways, as I was saying, boom. This is the clock spring. This is what's responsible that when you left turn and then you strain out, it takes it back. This is a clock spring. Yeah, most steering wheel things, they end up breaking this. I hope this doesn't, but if I have to manually on off this, I don't really care. I had to do it in the 240, had to do it in the hatch after I got the steering wheel thing. But as you can see, that's how easy a steering wheel is. Now to put on the hub. So yeah, this is the stock hub. Do you see how wide this is? It's meant so that it can hug over the clock spring. That's actually its point. And it even has those little stubs of where the, what is it called? The clock spring can go into. As you can see, there's two stubs, which is good. So it kind of retains street-like functions. Because the hole is the top center of the steering wheel. So that is our goal. And I'm pretty sure that is centered. Boom. Ooh, girl, get it. Now, let's take this bad boy, thread him back in. I don't know if I'll be able to thread this back in without not having to use an extension. I am. Look at that. Boom. Impacted on. Solid as a baby mama. Just kidding, that makes no sense. Now we get the hub, or not the hub, the hot boy thing, which I'll try to show by holding this with my chin. So, ta-da! It's pretty legit looking. But yeah, so you want to take it apart and you want to just put on this part first. Thread that on. Boom. Quick release is on the hub now, as you can see. It's on. Now we bolt the steering wheel to this. Sick. My camera's really low on battery, so that's why I'm not doing any time lapses of me putting on the bolts, but I honestly don't think you guys want to see me put on bolts. Unless you do, comment below. So I got it mounted. As you can see, they actually use nylon bolts along with Allen keys. Normally the Allen key just screws in, but this one actually uses nylon bolts so it doesn't come loose. It's a pretty nice little feature. But yeah, you can see it here. Let me just put it on. I have to hold this back when I put it on, so like this, and it doesn't work. There you go. See? The jiggle right there is because the steering wheel is locked, so it's doing that anyway. But it's pretty legit. Such a solid wheel too, and it fits in so well with the seat and everything. And as I take it off, just boom, done. Pretty cool. So now, instead of worrying about being not cool, I could just don't have to worry about the steering wheel. Oh, that is so nice. It's so nice to get that. And then put this bad boy on. Boom. Ooh, that feels so much closer too. Wow, that's perfect. Now I don't have to, when I steer like that, I don't have to worry about my hand hitting my knee, because that steering wheel is bigger. This is 330 mil in diameter. The stock, I have no idea what stock is, but here, let me just compare it, because that's probably the easiest thing to do. Yeah, that's huge. It's like a solid inch all around. But you know, obviously bigger wheels like this are more comfortable to drive for daily use. But this is awesome. So happy with this. So while I have film, this is how it looks right now, as you guys already saw. Nothing really cool. The wheel looks mint. Update on the kits, for the people that are longtime subscribers. The kit currently, because she has to rely on the weather to make it, It's been raining for the past 2 weekends, so he hasn't really done a thing, basically. This weekend's supposed to be solid, which means he'll get solid amount of work. And yeah, but if you guys want, I do live streams on YouTube. I tried some on Twitch, as I saw in my last video, where I was like, yeah, go add my Twitch. But I realized YouTube's better because more of you watch and more of you are actually know the car and stuff and know to ask me questions. So yeah. Also, I have currently a design for a t-shirt being made for the car. Who I funded a graphic designer. How fancy. Post a quick render here. In addition, I had contact with a company that is like willing to build 2-piece wheels of the exact same wheels as the M3 GTR for like $3,000 something, which isn't that bad with center lock adapters. We're going somewhere. Oh yeah, park right next to the bush. So that's a good news that they'd be able to recreate these wheels. But I'm still skeptical because it's 2-piece, which means the face itself would be like a different piece, and you would have all the hardware bolts and stuff like that. So if it's gonna be like showing hardware bolts, I really don't want to do it. I'd rather just do 3-piece BBSs, because I was like, oh my god, Dan, it's a curb. Oh my god, there's another curb.
We're off-roading, boy.
I know, me too. But yeah, for any of you wondering, I talked about this in the streams. I don't expect you guys to sit through 2 hours or an hour of me streaming video games if you're not part of it technically. But if you have, GG, big respect. It's usually me and Dan. I mean, I've been playing Need for Speed Most Wanted, and we haven't played Fortnite yet on YouTube. We've played it on. We played GTA 5 on YouTube, but
we only did it on Twitch.
I mean, if you want to see any multiplayer games, preferably, so me and him can play, because it's lonely in my big world.
Yeah,
not really big, but it's a pretty small world. Hopefully my AutoZone discount works, because I quit this place like Sunday. It was my last day. The last thing I forgot to mention was I've been clearly debating, as you guys in the stream, about supercharging or turboing it, or V8 swapping it, obviously. But I looked into Dan's not happy. Oh no. I actually looked into S62, which a couple of you mentioned. Everyone says S65, which is no, it's too complicated. Like, yeah. The thing is about the S62 is it's from the M5 E39, which is the 01 to 04, 05 or something like that. It's the same exact. It's the M5 that was made in tandem with this M3. And it was made in tandem with this M3. So actually the pinout, the DME, which is like this weird BMW ECU thing, is exactly the same as this car. Meaning you take the M5 engine harness and you can plug it directly into the interior harness, and everything inside works. Gauge cluster still responds exactly to the engine, shows RPMs, shifter, everything still works, which is like awesome. The S65 is not a possibility because then I have to worry about wiring on top of it, which I really don't want to do. But the S62, and I found a swap kit for it from like Germany or something, and it's like 1,600 euros, and it's like a full front subframe, front sump oil pan, engine mounts, trans mount, blah 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 blah, and boom, 4-liter V8. So, as always, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for getting me to 19,000 subscribers. Woo! What? Yeah. 19,000 subscribers this morning, Dan.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Not bad.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you guys.
2,000 on my weekend, so.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Bye.